Hey everyone, this is Mr. Ward giving you a quick look at how you can create educational videos easily using screencasting through the service Loom. Loom is a great choice for screencasting because due to the coronavirus pandemic, they've actually made their pro features free for teachers as long as you sign in with your teacher account, and for students as well if they sign in with their student account. So by signing in with your teacher student account, you actually get Loom's pro features for free this year. First thing we want to do is go to the Loom.com page and sign in with your teacher account, and then that'll prompt you to download the Loom client and your Loom Chrome plugin. The difference is that the Loom client has more features similar to the Zoom client if you're familiar with that, and it downloads to your desktop, and so when you record you start that app and then you start recording. The Loom client for your Chrome or Firefox is just a plugin so you can start recording straight from your web browser, but it's a little bit more streamlined and has less features. So you should make sure to download the Loom client because that's what we want to use for the most features. So once you download it, obviously clicking on the Loom icon will bring up the Loom recorder window. And so all that does is it's just how you control recording. So you could start recording immediately if you wanted and get going from there. And then obviously you have the option to record from your screen and your webcam, which is what I'm doing now, which is why you can see this. And you have the option to just do your screen, which doesn't include the webcam, or if for some reason you want to record just you can do that. Just to be clear, I am recording this with a separate software. That's why you can see this window. Obviously, when you start recording, you're not going to be able to see this window. So I'm actually going to start recording just to show you how it works. Notice over here, you can change your webcam picture to large, small, or full screen if you want to switch between that or the screen. So here I'm going to go hit start recording, and it's going to give me a countdown in just a second. So 3, 2, 1, obviously. And then from here on out, everything that's happening is being recorded into my video. So now that it's showing me, I know that it's recording. Over here is the controls on the left. Pause is self-explanatory. It pauses the recording. And what you need to know is that if you want to start and stop again on the same video, you have to use pause and play, because if you hit stop recording, it's going to save the video and export it to your Loom account, and then you'll be done with that video. So for starting and stopping the same video, you have to make sure to hit pause and resume. And then obviously if you want to cancel the whole thing, that's what this trash can delete button down here does. It just scraps the whole thing, and then you can start over from there. What's really cool about Loom is this draw feature. So if I'm giving a presentation, so I'm going to start recording again. If I'm giving a presentation, I can use the draw feature in whatever color I want or size to make notes. And the drawing just stays there for a few seconds. That way your screen doesn't get cluttered, and that's just default. There's no way to change that. So if I'm walking through a presentation, I can make notes or point things out as I'm going, just like that. Here's an example of how to use Loom to create an educational video for your kids. I pulled up this slideshow that I prepared. It's music related because I'm a music teacher. I'm not going to walk through the slideshow. I'm just going to show you the methods for recording it. And I'm going to do screen and webcam for this. And I'm going to shrink this guy a little bit so he's out of the way. So hitting start recording. So by recording my presentation through this slideshow, I can save it for my class for future use, and even send it to kids who maybe missed a lecture, or just use it to build onto my teaching. So just I can walk through the PowerPoint like this, talk over it, and using the drawing tool, I can even make notes. So just like that, you can create educational videos for your kids. And then once you're done recording, what's going to happen is it's going to save it and send the video to your Loom account. So here it is pulling up the video on my Loom account. I can give it a name to keep track of it. I'm just going to leave it as this for now. And then you can either share it from Loom, so just by sending this link to your students or to whoever you want to see the video, or you can actually download it. So right now, I don't have the option to download it because it's still processing the video, but once it's finished processing, you can actually download it. So real quick, I'm going to walk you through some of the editing features you have for your Loom video over here on the side. Trim is extremely useful if you want to cut out maybe mistakes in your video. So the way it works, say if you have a portion of your video that you misspoke or you want to just cut it out to save time, you can move to it and then hit start trimming. And what it does is you can select this little window of time, and then once you've selected a portion of the video, if you hit remove, it'll actually cut that portion out of the video. So that's good for trimming out your mistakes or just cutting out blank pauses, things like that. Our next option is a call to action, and what that does is it adds a button to your video which can act as a link. So say for example, if you have a document you want your class to look at while you go through this video, you could link the document in this button. So like say on this button text, I'm putting in document up here, And then I post a link to the document. My class can click on it and it will take it straight there so they can look at it while they follow along. Custom thumbnail just lets you pick the preview picture for the video. So instead of just having a random picture, you can select a picture that you want to show up when people see the thumbnail for the video. And then finally, our settings just give us various settings for the video. You can disable comments on the video. You can disable whether you are notified about comments. So what that means is normally if people comment on your video, you will get an email telling you, but you can disable that. And then you can choose whether people can react with emojis, such as on Facebook, things like that. You can decide whether the thumbnail is animated, to which you can see mine is currently right now because it's going through this. And then you can choose whether your viewer can download, and all that means is they can save a copy of the video. Hopefully that quick overview gives you what you need to get started. Thank you.